Hey, it's Ed coming to you from Signal Strength Audio. A couple things I've been seeing out on gigs is I'm not saying it's wrong, it's just something that's different and can be remedied because of physics and whatnot. But without getting into too much detail, here I have a couple of point source speakers, just a 12-inch woofer with a 1-inch horn. And if you have a PA system that has, say, two of these on each side, you're going to be fighting yourself. You're going to have mid-frequency cancellation, which is a huge issue because that's where your vocals live. So I just wanted to give you a couple of solutions that might help you out. You might not even know what you're doing is a damaging thing. It's not physically damaging, but you're going to detriment your sound and give yourself some challenges. So here's a couple of small solutions. Anytime you have the same source coming from different elements, you're going to have a phase cancellation somewhere. Now, you can remedy this a little bit by, like maybe if you split your speakers out a little bit, like this, so that it just widens the dispersion. It doesn't get rid of the cancellation, it just moves it to a different spot. So kind of a solution, maybe there's some things you can do with delay. You could delay one side, maybe that would help you out. Here's the best solution I found, and this is real world practice and it works pretty well. So if you have, say, these 2-point sources, 2 on each side of your stage, use the outside as your instruments and whatnot, and use the inside for your vocals. So that way you've got different information on each side of the stage. You have less sources of the same information coming from elements. So another thing that does is it'll clean up the information coming out of the speaker. So it's not trying to process all that stuff and throw it out there. It seems like a silly thing, but you will actually get better clarity and intelligibility in your mid frequencies, especially because that's the vocal range. That's where that's what counts. That's what matters the most. So trying that, try different things. Obviously, you can change these on a different plane and whatnot. But ultimately, if you have the same exact information from both set of speakers on each side of your stage, you're going to fight yourself. You're going to have spots in the audience that's going to have trouble hearing. And also you'll have spots where that mid-frequency will be boosted. So some people sitting in row 15 may have this weird loud vocal, and people in row 25 are not going to be able to hear any vocals. It's a real thing. It's physics. You can't deny it. But anyway, just a small solution I wanted to give to you. Also, another thing I wanted to address is venue power. It seems like most venues claim they have enough power for your PA system and your lighting or whatnot. A prime example is I had a venue north of where I live, and it was brand new venue, first event that they had at this venue. They said there's plenty of power, should be no problems. So scoping out what I was looking at, I thought I seen 4 20-amp circuits. Now that's probably a minimum that I would like to see on a venue or a bar or wherever, just to make sure that everything's going to run smooth. These new speakers are powered, they have computers in them, so they want to have a good source of power. You don't want to be starving your subwoofers to try to get your backline powered and whatnot. What I thought was 2 or 4 20-amp circuits ended up being 2 20-amp circuits. And after sound check, we had a couple of things that were having an issue, and did some investigating and found out that yes, indeed, we are on 2 20-amp circuits, which just isn't enough. I know those new amplifiers don't draw like the old amplifiers, but they still draw. And when you draw from one, you take from another. So just another idea of what may appear to be proper is not proper. So check your power. Another thing I've run into is, sure, we have 8 20-amp circuits, or we have a 50-amp whatever, but it's 300 feet from the stage. So Anybody who knows anything about electricity, if you make long runs, you're going to lose power. You're not going to get the full effect of it. So that's something else to consider. If you're a venue owner, just take a little money and spend it, and you'll be surprised at how much nicer it is for everyone that shows up to play in your space. And also, speaking of money, one thing I've noticed is there's a lot of these duo groups, two acoustic guitars or a piano and a guitar or whatnot, and you're playing these the bar gigs. You're paid very little. There's only one way to really remedy that, and it's to stop doing that. Get what you're worth. Don't settle for $200 for two guys to entertain for the evening. Of course, you want to be able to be sure that you can draw the people, because if you don't make a draw and make the money, make the bar, profitable, obviously that's going to be a whole new issue. But yeah, just stop playing for $100. Don't do it. It's not going to be good for the market. It's not going to be good for the venue in the long run. Make sure they get what they pay for, but make sure you get what you're worth, because it's just it seems like it's ongoing, and it's kind of a shame. I mean, I can say that 30 years ago, as a band gigging in the local bar scene, we got paid the same amount as the market bears now, and nothing is cheaper today than it was 30 years ago. I can guarantee you that. So yeah, just do what you're worth. Another thing I noticed is, if you're gonna sign up with a promoter, and that promoter is going to get you gigs but get you less money, don't do that. What's the point? All they're doing is, maybe they're making it easier for the bar owners to deal with booking and stuff, but no, don't. If you're going to be a promoter, get more money for your people. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to advertise. You're supposed to promote a better product. As artists, some of them don't know what to do or how to advertise or whatnot. If you have that package, for an artist to take advantage of you as a promoter is different than you taking advantage of an artist for financial gain. I think it's wrong. It just doesn't make any sense. But anyway, a couple things I just wanted to get out there so that everybody can work in harmony and be happy, because that's what it's all about.